everyone who works here isn't. Oh yeah, we went over that one. I just started pulling a flatbed for a company. I want to learn what to look for in markets. If you're using a DET hot market map, what you want to look for is a big cushion between loads posted and trucks posted, bro. And I mean like a big cushion. Like the more thousands, the better, bro. But with flatbeds, you're gonna have like low flatbeds in the markets in the south, and definitely probably stay in the south right now with the flatbeds. Maybe do if you get some good money, bounce to the Midwest, or like somewhere like early PA, and then go back south, dude. So basically, when you're looking for markets, I'm like, damn, I wish you guys could see this damn map, bro. But let me see, for example, flatbed, right? So if I go to Arkansas, right, Little Rock, Conway, Arkansas, big market, 4,865 loads posted, 61 trucks. That's a huge gap, dude. You know what I mean? No matter what the margin of error is, that's a big gap, and that's a good market you're gonna go into, dude. So then if you go to like say Jackson, Mississippi, big market, 4,000 loads posted, 31 trucks. So it doesn't matter because even if that 31 trucks is 300 and that 4,000 loads is 2,000, you know what I mean? You're still good, bro. So you got to look at the markets. You got to look at the loads posted, the trucks posted, and make sure that gap is big. The bigger the gap, the better. So that's just my advice for that one. Shit, sorry, man. The chat's going crazy. I don't know where I'm at. I'm not, unless you have the context of my experience, and it depends. Well, I mean, look, because the thing about the owner operators, right? You're not like everybody keeps on wanting to be an owner operator. So basically, you have a businessman mindset, right? So either eventually you want to do it or you're not gonna do it. So, like if you want to do it, just do it. You know what I mean? You're gonna learn, and that's the thing. You have to learn. Education costs, bro. So you're gonna pay for it one way or another. You can just be a driver and not be an owner operator. Then you're gonna pay for it because you never took the chance. If you take the chance, you do good. Then you're gonna reap the benefits, man. It's rough. It is rough. You definitely if you're gonna be owner op, if you get your own authority, nobody's gonna use you for a while. If you lease onto a good company, you might do okay. If you find like a decent company, it's gonna take care of you. I mean, there's just so many different avenues of going about it that it's kind of rough. How can get loads in Connecticut? Farmhouse art. What equipment? But I mean, either customers or brokers, bro. That's your only two options to get loads, bro. Would only stick with quick pay. Yeah, quick pay. You could do it. It's just a lot more work, and sometimes you pay a lot more money. But I completely understand why you'd want to stick with only quick pay. I don't. Bob's Dry Midwest, Kansas City. Let me see. 1472 on loads, 116 trucks. Not the best, bro, but could be a lot worse. So I mean, you probably get a halfway decent load. I wouldn't expect a home run, but you definitely. Oh shit, I lied, bro. Sorry, this is flatbed. My bad. I almost gave you bad advice. You would have been pissed at me tomorrow. Dry van. 1777 on loads, 502 trucks. I would say that's like a 1-in-1 average, one load per truck. So don't be waiting all day. You see something halfway decent you like, just grab it and get the fuck out of there, bro. That's my advice. In the winter as a carrier, we primarily ran the I-40 lane. I-40. Yeah, but don't you want to go when there's money sometimes? Like, sometimes there's money, bro. Go towards a blizzard, bro. Don't be scared. It's going to be all right, bro. I'm leased on to a company, small company, but we do a lot. That's good. Yeah, if you're leased on to a good company, bro, you're getting loads, getting work, they're not screwing you, bro. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. You're going to make a lot more money as an owner op than a company driver. But then remember, once the engine blows, bro, you're an owner op. That's your engine. You're paying for that shit. Quick pay is annoying, but if you're worried about stacking too much money on the books, it's good. Yeah, the only problem, like, if you're smaller, then yeah, I get it, bro. But if you're doing $1 million, $2 million, you know what I mean, a month and gross, then doing quick pay for all these brokers is rough, bro. And the factoring companies that kind of revenue give you like below 1%, you know what I mean, on the factoring. So it's like, kind of like, you're going to take that, so I get it, like to a point, it's good, but when you're doing that much volume, dude, it's rough, dude. To try to bill everybody else, separately and try to do quick pays, dude. The money isn't worth your life. What do you mean, bro? You take the load. If it's too bad, you pull over till the broker's gonna understand, bro. But I get it, bro. I'm afraid of heights, bro. So no money. You probably couldn't give me enough money for me like to go on the highest point of my roof in my house, bro. You know what I mean? So I get it. Some people could do it, some people can't. You know, nothing against you if you don't want to do it. You know what I mean? But some people will do it. Fair, yup. Habla español. What? I do not. No habla. Maybe poquito? Poquito español? I'm afraid of. Yeah, I'm deaf, dude. I tried making. Actually, I didn't try. I made one of those videos for my buddy's company to get drivers, and I had to stand on the flatbed, bro. I was like, oh my god, am I gonna fall and bust my shit, dude? That was rough, dude. That was rough, and that's just on a flatbed, bro. That's a couple of feet, dude. Like, you know what I mean? I am such a pussy when it comes to heights, spiders, snakes, dude. Like, that's the shit that freaks me out, dude. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Let's take a look at the reefers, dude. We haven't even looked at the damn reefers at all, dude. The reefer looks colorful. Like, I'm not really a professional in reefers, so I don't want to be like making, telling people to take my advice or anything. But since we're already on, take a look at it. California, Central, Bakersfield, so on. 3,500 loads, 134 trucks. That's a good ratio, I think, dude. I would be happy to go there with a reefer. LA looks decent. Yeah, 2260 on loads, 150 trucks. Ontario market, 40. Yeah, dude, California looks good, man. Mid-California, Southern California looks pretty damn good for the reefers. No Gallus. I don't know why this is red, bro. It's showing 778 on loads, 51 trucks. That's not even enough data for them to mark that shit as red. What is the best state to drive for dry vans, bro? Right now, I don't know, bro. It's looking like, dude, Ohio, man. It looks like Ohio area is like the hottest right now for dry vans, dude. LA, there's a lot of loads, but a lot of trucks. Ohio is like kind of like, not as many, a lot of loads, but not as many trucks as like Chicago or LA. Indianapolis was doing it for a little bit, but I think people got hip to it and they started fucking going there. So Indianapolis kind of like started falling off a little bit the last few days and the last week. Do you haul hazmat loads? No, I do not, AJ. I do not. I probably should, though. I should start fucking hauling hazmat loads, probably. Probably not a bad idea. Probably add some gross and revenue. What's up, the broker James on TikTok? He called me a scammer because I was born in Glendale, California. Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, Glendale, California, bro. Isn't it like home of G-Face? Damn, Art, you're a scammer, bro? I didn't know. I'm just joking. Dude, Glendale, California is like the hotspot, bro, for the scammer centrals out of California, dude. Don't feel bad, bro. Like Chicago just say Chicago, the whole city. They don't even say a suburb. They're like, you're from Chicago, you're a scammer. But Glendale, yeah, Glendale's the OG hub of where all this shit started in California, dude. Well, stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, my guy. You know what I mean? So like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what stereotypes came from, some kind of truth, bro. Doesn't mean everybody there's a scammer, but I mean, that is where it originated from. Well, damn, we got a YouTube's comment. Can we get? Yeah, come on, bro. This is a family-friendly show, bro. I can't talk about questions like that. But I have no idea, dude. I'm not a truck driver. I'm sure somebody could answer that for you. We all have G-Wagons and Lambo. Yeah, that's probably for sure, man. I think I should move out to Glendale, California, dude. I can't even fit in a Lambo, bro. Every time I get in a Lambo, like my knees are against the dash, bro. But a G-Wagon would be nice. I kind of like them. The new ones are nice, bro. Those G-Wagons, dude, like the new ones, dude, they stepped it up because the old ones had like this shitty interior. But right now they're making like nice interiors, bro, in the G-Wagons. Mercedes really stepped their game up, bro, with the interiors lately, dude. Because like even like 2015, they look nice. You know what I mean? Like the 14 to 15, even like in the S-Classes, they started getting a lot nicer. But now the new S-Class interior is absolutely ridiculous. Damn, thanks for making me sad, Art. Now I got to think about my Nissan Altima that I got to drive because times are tough right now, dude. Thanks a lot, bro. Now I'm back to thinking about throwing toasters in a fucking bathtub again, dude. Let me know if you need some info about hazmat loads. It's more complicated hazmat loads. For sure, dude, I'll let you know. I looked into it already, bro, but that whole like getting them certified and then fucking finding drivers and I mean, I don't know. It might be worth it because the money might be a little bit better. So I don't know. I should think about it because it is extra money, dude. How's the drive-in market going to be more 25? Where at, bro? Where at? Give me trailer type and what area you want me to look at. And I'll definitely take a look at it for you, bro. I didn't mean it like that. Mean what like that? Did I miss something? I think I missed something, bro. Oh no, yeah, I am mad because it's sad, dude. Like it's really sad, dude. Like when you start making money and you start living like a little better life, and then like life happens and you get fucked over, dude, and now you got to go to drive a Nissan Altimas. It's sad, bro. It's sad, but it's okay, bro. I thank God for my blessings. Grateful for my family. Grateful for my home. Grateful they're still in business. Grateful I survived the heart attack. So there's a lot of positives, bro. So I'm gonna, just keep going. We'll get back to the good days. But this time when I get back to the good days, I'm gonna be more financially responsible than last time. That's for sure, dude. Arizona, that was not looking good, I don't think, for the drive-ins. Let me see. Phoenix, big ass area, bro. 2172 on the lows, 330 on the trucks. Nothing to get excited about. If you're in northern Arizona, complete trash, bro. 105 lows, 25 trucks today. That is beyond trash. So hopefully you're in Phoenix, and your best bet, honestly, just take a short run to LA, bro. Even though LA is a little congested right now, that's gonna be your best bet to get a good load out of there, bro. To get the fuck out of the area, because everything else around you is pretty dead. I want to say money that good. You'll do good if you want, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I mean better than just regular drive-in, so it's worth trying. What do you think about box truck, 26 foot? I'm 22, want to buy one. I'm not the person who talks about box trucks. I hate them, dude. I'm just got a vendetta against them, bro. So I don't want to talk you out of doing anything. So, but I'm definitely not the person to ask about straight trucks, bro. Sorry. Money's not everything, bro. But it's like, like it's good to have. It's definitely good to have. Money solves problems. I mean, it doesn't buy health. It doesn't buy family. It doesn't buy love. But like, your refrigerator breaks down, your car breaks down, you can pay for it. You can eat good. I mean, money's good, bro. Money's good. Like I get it's not everything, but it is important. More money, more problems. Yeah, I mean, obviously, bro. I have enough problems with not that much money. So, what's a couple more problems with money, bro? I'll deal with it, Art. Phoenix loads are like 200 to 300 hours back to Los Angeles. Yeah, it's either that or north of him is dead, south of him is dead, east of him is dead. Definitely don't want to go chance it in Utah, bro, in Salt Lake. So, I mean, that's probably his best option, though, dude, unless he wants to just deadhead over there if you can't find a load. But Phoenix is not looking too appetizing, to be honest. Do you own your own? Do you own your, my, or your? Yes, I have a company, so correct. People change when money too is bad. Yeah, the thing about me, I never, like, even if I was making good money or wasn't, I was pretty much always the same person. But yeah, once money gets involved, people start acting funny, dude, and start trying to scam. And yeah, dude, it's. I'm not like that, but definitely seen that shit around, dude. You know what I mean? Money does change people, and once you start making money with people, that changes people. And like, money could be a good thing, and it could be a bad thing, bro. That is correct. Dump truck, no idea, Gel. Unfortunately, this is not a dump truck kind of channel. I wish I could help you, but I am not familiar with dump trucks, so I wouldn't be much help, man. I apologize. Take a quick load to Los Angeles. Yep, I agree. Rather have money with problems than no. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're gonna have problems anyways, bro. You know what I mean? But then like small problems turn into big problems with no money. Like I was saying, like, oh shit, refrigerator went out. You know what I mean? Like, you need a new one or need to fix it. You ain't got no money. Your car broke down. You can't get to work. You got no money. You can't fix it. Now a minor problem turned into a huge problem, right? So like, yeah. Like the only thing, money's good, bro. We're not gonna sit here and bullshit each other, dude. Money's fantastic, dude. And I want it back. Drive-in East Coast, Bob. Which you gotta tell me what market though, bro. I'm not gonna be going through the whole East Coast, but let me know. I can tell you off the hand, Northern New Jersey is gonna be your best bet, and East Coast. That's where it's at. If you go Connecticut, Rhode Island, Mass, New Hampshire, Vermont, Hot garbage, bro. Hopefully you're in northern New Jersey. I see people that grew on social media, they change. Yeah, dude. I mean, like who, like, I don't think I have to worry about that because like I don't think like trucking people make money, bro. Like in social media like that. Like these are just streamers and shit. Like, is there money in trucking social media? I don't know, man. I guess we'll find out. But I'll tell you, if I get it, I ain't changing, dude. That's for sure. Because actually, there probably is. Because I mean, I get offered shit all the time, dude. Like I get offered shit to do shit all the time. I turn shit down all the time because I'm not gonna do shit that's just gonna make me a few bucks and is useless for people. But I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because like I don't like. I'm trying to think about the other trucking YouTubers like who like blew up. You know, like the only one I can think of is fucking Mother Trucker, but he seems like he's still normal. The Ronin guy, he probably had money before he started doing social media. He's like Jewish and he's got like a trucking company, so you know he's probably good with money. But he's just a fucking asshole. Looks like regardless with money or without money. I don't know. Let me know which trucking YouTubers are you talking about? Separate genre. The lawsuit is going well for non-domiciles. I don't know. I don't know if you want to talk. I think you said you couldn't talk about it, but if you want to talk about a steel horse, jump on, bro. We could talk about that for a little bit. Gotta have, yeah, you do have to have balance, dude. You gotta have balance, good. Money in life. What's HH mean, dude? Sorry, I'm not hip to the abbreviation of HH. Yeah, if you sell services, yeah, that's why I try. Like, I try not to really sell shit, dude. Unless it's like a good company that, like, you know, I vetted them to, like for drivers.
Hey, what's going on, dude?
Hey, what's up, dude? What's going on? So you gonna talk about this, or you're not gonna talk about this?
I want you. No, I can talk about the.
All right,
I can talk about the public knowledge part, man. All that stuff is public knowledge.
Damn, why you guys trying to screw us, bro, and leave all these damn new immigrants to have their CDLs, bro? What's wrong with you, bro?
No, the judges themselves said we meet like three. I sent you the link to show you how the case was going.
Yeah,
but they said we meet three of the what do you call it, the criteria that the FMCSA was arguing, and then they said that this case is likely to come out in our favor, so they paused it.
I'm gonna be looking for you and George in truck stops, dude. While you're messing up my trucking market, dude.
Dude, that guy is pretty cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. I talked to him and all that stuff. But yeah, he went to bed. He took all that crap for all of us. Honestly, I wasn't gonna be the face of this.
Damn, bro, you fucking just betrayed your people like that, bro, and just threw George under the bus.
He took the first step. He took the first step, and then we all rallied behind him.
Yeah, I mean it's good. But like I get he's getting like these threats and stuff, bro. But nobody's gonna do shit, dude. This is all like social media crap, dude. Like who really is gonna like be like want to fight him over this? Like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I guess, right?
Yes. What's his name? One of your what was that guy's name? Ron. One of your followers.
Great. This fucking guy, Ron, dude. That guy, bro. I swear, bro. I don't know. I tried talking to him, but like, dude, he just gets out of hand super fast, bro. Super fucking fast.
It's looks like. I mean, the case usually, if you look at like how long those cases take, they could take up to like a year and a half, 2 years. So I don't think we're gonna see anything else happening for like the next year or so.
Yeah, but this pause or whatever, is this temporary or?
Yeah, this is temporary. This is not the full decision.
No. I know. I'm saying, but could they like unpause it? Like, say they go to court and just prove some shit, and could they be like, all right, no, we're on? Because I know Trump's not gonna let this shit go, dude, and he's gonna take it to different courts. I mean, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit works, bro. But for right now, both sides gave all of the arguments and presented all the evidence. And then, according to the judges that looked at this, because in the beginning they said we're not going to pause it because maybe the FMCSA has the upper hand. They maybe made a better argument. So they reviewed it, and then they did a quick review, and they're like, well, in their freaking statement, they said that we have a better chance, a better outcome, and it'll most likely go in our favor than FMCSA's argument. And then the only thing the FMCSA did was they were really successful at proving that non-domiciles are safer than domiciled drivers, because out of over 5,000 accidents, fatal accidents caused by truckers or trucking related accidents, they only found five where non-domiciles were involved, which is, if you look at the statistics, that makes us way safer than domiciled drivers. So they didn't have like any real argument at all.
But it's still not. But again, you probably know I don't because I really need to look into this shit, dude. If I'm doing like lives, I really gotta start researching shit more. I just don't got time. But the ELP mandate is still in place and not getting touched, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, that's still in place.
Okay, good, good, good.
That's no, that was never our argument, dude. Our argument was we meet that criteria, we meet the ELP part. Uh, then they argue that they can't get 10 years of driving records. And then we're like, well, shit, we've been here since we were kids. All of our driving has been here. And then they have all of our records because we get vetted every 2 years. So we're like, well, what's next? So everything they threw at us, we were able to overcome. And unfortunately, they went at, like I've been saying for a while, they just threw a blanket over all non-domiciles because I don't think they were familiar with the whole situation. Had they actually done some research, they could have freaking did a lot of good, but they didn't. They didn't choose to do any research.
Yeah, I mean, like in their defense, bro, I think everything just happened so fast, right?
Yeah, I
Like,
think it happened fast, and I think it's more political than safety, if you ask me.
yeah, yeah. I mean, definitely. Well, that and obviously they attacked it because like the trucking market, right? There's ruin in the trucking market.
Exactly.
People
Yeah.
are getting
And then
taken
yeah,
advantage of, and then, like I said, I didn't even know about this fucking DACA shit whatsoever. So I'm guessing like they probably didn't even think about that either. Like, you know what I mean? I
yeah,
think they kind of just try to solve a problem too fast, and I mean, which is a good thing they did it. And okay, you guys got it on hold, so it worked out for you guys too. That's why I keep on saying I think in the end it's gonna work out for you guys. But I think it's gonna have to figure something out because um, but most of these people that are coming in on these like visas and all that kind of shit right now, they can't speak English anyways, right? So it's not really good. These people are still gonna get thrown out or not be able to get CDLs no more anyways. So technically, if you really think about it and peel off all the layers, like this is only gonna kind of help you guys anyways, right? Because there's not that many people on visas that speak English that have their CDLs.
yeah. I mean, with the HB2 visas that they bring in to replace drivers and farm workers and all this stuff, um, English is not mandatory for those visas. So, and Duffy was allowing them to come in and work, which made no sense. Like, why would you let them in? But then you have qualified drivers that are here right now. They're going through the court process. They're doing all of that stuff. You know who they are. They, if they're able to pass the English test, let them drive. But you're banning them in favor of visas, which makes no sense to me on that part either.
Yeah, but then I wonder, do you think these people actually like speak like English good? They're coming on like that's another. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think so, dude. If they're coming in on, they're, I don't know. I don't think so. For me, it makes no sense. And a lot of them are just seasonal.
Okay. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, so either way, they still should not get their CDL license. Period. Anyways, unless they
Yeah,
speak
yeah.
English.
I would rather like I would rather have somebody that's here, that's going through the court process and all of that, that knows the language, be driving, and that's been driving for freaking years, than have somebody that came here on a visa just to take, some money and then go home. That's my theory.
Yeah, no, we'll see what the fuck is gonna happen, bro. Because like what the government finally opened back up, right? And so hopefully we'll see what's gonna happen. But hopefully this because like if you really like think about it, like every single time the government's been shut down, like it's been such a like big like drama show all over the news networks and everybody's making a big deal. And this government shutdown seemed like nobody even gave a shit about it, like for some reason. Do you feel that way too or no?
Yeah, yeah, that's true, man. I didn't even know it was shut down until I had like friends calling me. I'm like, wait, I thought they were still running because everything was running smoothly. And honestly, that just proves that we can operate with no government. I don't know why these guys in Washington make all that money for no reason.
It's fucking nuts, bro. They just came out too with the. I would have to bring the list up, bro. But they're because Pelosi just fucking like retired or whatever, right? And she's like number one and dude, like insider
Yeah,
trading, like how
she's
much
like the
money,
world's best like stock trader.
bro. And I mean, it's not just like a Democrat. It's like the Democrat and Republican problem. They're both doing it from that side, but her returns were just like absolutely nuts. I don't want to misquote it and lie, but those numbers were crazy, bro.
Yeah, it was like every single like senator and like congressman were beating every single Wall Street like hedge fund. So they were outperforming uh, Warren Buffett, like all these freaking guys that went to school for it, and Nancy Pelosi was outperforming all of them, which is insane.
Yeah, crazy, bro, crazy. And then her husband gets beat with a hammer by a gay dude, and I think
Yeah,
that was some weird
that was
stuff.
weird.
But
That
it's,
was
yeah, it's
weird.
fucking wild, dude. And like, I don't know, man. It's like this was like the longest, like I said, longest government shutdown in history, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it
And
was.
and you know, and like nobody even gave a shit about it, bro. Like everything kept going. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I mean, this should be a good sign. So hopefully, maybe like the economy like picks up a little bit now. But it just bro, it just seems like there's always something fucking happening, bro. That's like causing us from just not succeeding, dude. I just don't get it.
I honestly, I think we're probably headed into a recession. That's my like opinion. I don't know what's gonna happen, but like manufacturing is just down. The manufacturing index keeps dropping, and they keep firing a lot of employees. Like a lot of these big companies, like they fire like thousands of employees every day, and or not every day, like week.
Yeah, but
And
to
the
me that this just looks like we're at the bottom, bro. The same thing with cars. Like right now they're gonna be giving cars away. So to me, it just looks like we hit the bottom, bro. You know what I mean? Like finally hit the bottom. Because every time there's like layoffs or anything like that, like they're preparing to save money, right?
That's true. That
And
is true. That's like yeah, they put pen to paper and they realize, hey, we want to bounce back. Let's get rid of these people and
yeah, and then
focus
dude,
on
we've been
growing.
in a recession for such a long time. Dude, they kept changing the definition of recession, bro, for like the last like, you know, for the whole last administration, like nonstop. Like
Yeah,
first the recession means like you know whatever numbers are negative for like the two quarters in a row, whatever, and then they just kept changing it and changing it and changing it. And it's like, bro, like we've already fucking been there. Like they lied about the jobs report numbers. I mean, that's fact. Anybody could look that up. So like, I think right now we're just like bottomed out, and I think right now is when we're gonna start like rebuilding and you know heading like towards the right direction. I believe.
yeah, that's true, man. I mean, I honestly, I'm going through the process of buying a house right now. I put in a lowball offer on a house, and it got approved. So I'm
Oh shit.
confident. So yeah, so I'm pretty confident. I mean,
What part of
um,
Texas?
I don't want to say to be
Well, I
honest
mean, you
with
don't
you,
gotta
bro.
say the exact fucking
I
city, but like,
apologize.
but is it close like Dallas, Houston, and like which area over there? If you don't mind me asking.
Central.
Central Texas. Okay.
Yeah,
Was that like towards like Austin, right? That's Central. If I'm not saying
yeah,
Austin. Okay.
yeah.
That's good. So, like how low ball are you talking about?
Low ball, like pretty decent. Like low ball, like 30 something percent below
Holy
freaking
shit!
posted.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Usually they say even if a bad market, if you buy like a house like 20% under whatever like the market like the Zillow whatever value of it is, and you're doing super good, and you got fucking 30%, that's really good, bro.
yeah,
That is really good.
yeah, man. Yeah, it's looking good. I guess. Well, for DACA recipient, I mean, it's looking good. I'm glad everyone's gonna get to keep their CDLs. But it's not over, man, because the it's not a like a full win, and then the courts they're gonna decide on who gets to keep it and who doesn't now. So that's what's gonna be the next outcome. But that could take some time.
Yeah. Well, it looks good for you guys, so that's good. Hopefully everybody else doesn't get it though. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. Like I said, you guys, like I keep on saying it, but you guys deserved it, bro. Anybody like made it across the border back in the day when it was still difficult, no matter how it is, like I just think like you deserve to be here, bro. But it's like you can't just walk across here. And then I think the worst situation is that they like gave all these people all this money, bro. They're giving like $10,000 a month on those debit cards, letting them stay like these fucking nice ass hotels all over the place. You know what I mean? And like I think it really like woke like I think that got America more together than a lot of like recent stuff that happened, because it doesn't matter what bracket what tax bracket you're in or what neighborhood you live in. Like even if you live in a hood or if you live in a nice neighborhood, I think everybody came together and was like, dude, why are you guys giving these people all this shit for free? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true, man. Like DACA, we've been waiting in line for freaking decades, and a lot of people just skip the line and go straight ahead, and they get rewarded for it. And we're over here, all we have is a freaking status that we're allowed to work and stay here legally. That's all we got. We don't have green cards. We don't have a pathway to green cards or any type of citizenship, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, imagine if you came here and they're like, hey, here's $10,000 a month. Here's a free hotel room. Here's a free cell phone. Oh, here's fucking healthcare. You're all on taxpayer. Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, nobody treated anybody like that. That's fucking crazy talk, dude.
Yeah, yeah,
But
dude, it sucks because like we feel kind of cheated by both sides, by Republicans and Democrats, because every time election time comes around, just pay attention. You'll see DACA on the news, but then soon, because they want our families to vote and all that stuff, and then soon as elections pass, they forget about us.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much every single election cycle for any party, pretty much, right?
Yep.
I mean, I'm still upset a little bit with fucking Trumpy, bro, for like shit he's not doing that he was supposed to do. But at least there's a lot of. I mean, I just think if we went the other direction, I think we would have been like royally fucked right now. But I'll take something over nothing. But there's a lot of stuff that I'm not happy. Like, dude, I want to know about those fucking files. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's true. Did you
You know?
see they released some on Facebook? I don't know if they're real or not, but I was reading them. I was like, holy crap! Like this is trippy.
Yeah, I don't know if you could, if, you know, we'll see. But like stuff like that, you can't even like really verify. You know? But
Exactly.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shit that you know what I mean. Like he did that I didn't like. You know, like the tariffs, the way he negotiated them, I didn't like that. That's for sure. I definitely don't like the sending the money to Israel. Don't like. I mean, there's a lot of shit I don't like. But at least like if
Yeah.
we could talk about it and at least say what you don't like and not just protect like just like oh no he's the best ever dude you can't do nothing wrong and so on and so on. And just that's kind of like what it seems like the other side does more of just
Yeah.
like you know attacking you and just doing it, which is like we need to have like open conversations, bro. Because especially like even with this DACA stuff, like dude, like you know, what I mean, imagine like you guys should have like worked on that shit earlier. You know what I mean, a little bit too.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that, like had we had our green cards, this FMCSA thing would have just got rid of all the non-domiciles. Nobody would have had any real bite to fight it. Like even if you would have got a lawyer, what would have been their argument? You know what I'm saying? So
Nothing.
exactly. So I mean, it would have helped us out, and it would have helped them out. But instead, they keep, you know, playing games with everyone, and this is what happens.
So I see your buddy Jorge is fucking all excited. He's got like Tic Tac fans now and truck stops and stuff. I seen his video.
Oh yeah, dude.
He's having a good time, huh?
Did you see somebody made like a saint image of him? It was
No,
pretty
no,
funny.
I didn't see that
It was
yet.
like Saint Jorge. And he said a lot of Indians were hitting him up and like thanking him and all that stuff. I was like, dude, put a freaking red dot on your head, wear the Indian outfit, and then freaking go live with them.
But hopefully at least. But why are they? Oh yeah, because but if they can't speak English, they can't drive anyway. So I don't understand. Like
Yeah,
it's just so
dude.
confusing, bro.
Yeah, with Indians, like they could be here for like freaking born here, and they still have like a thick accent, so you don't know what's what.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I guess, dude. I don't know. We'll see what happens, dude. At least I'm happy you guys are getting your way. Hopefully, it doesn't fuck up our trucking market because I'm gonna be mad.
I don't
But
think so, man, because most non-domiciles are just drivers anyway. Very few are owner operators, and as a driver, they have no control of rates.
well, yeah, but then they got control of like if they, you know, if they're getting taken advantage of, getting paid a lot less per mile, which saves the company, and then the company could charge the broker less, but then drops the rates down. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
the only
yeah, that's
problem.
true. But it's such a small like it doesn't really make much of a difference. Such a small group, and then out of that group, it might be a very small like few that actually work for shady companies. A lot of these dudes actually have nice trucks, and they drive for real companies.
Yeah, well, they've been cracking down because you keep on hearing like every single time, right? Fucking, like all these different states are actually just keep popping people off for this ELP. I think that's the most important part, bro. Because like I said, these companies that brought these guys in recently and just put them to work for cheap as shit. That's what's like ruining the trucking, right? But is so what's the non-domicile CDL number? Like, is it 200,000 number? Is that the one that they're talking about or no?
I I think it's less than that, but so now you got to look at it. So I think it's like 170 to 100 like 80.
Okay.
And then out of that, a lot of them just got their CDL but might not actually drive. And then out of the ones that drive are not in, long haul freight. So they might do trash, they might do,
Yeah.
buses, they might do local stuff. What do you call it? Those, um, what do you call those dump trucks?
Yeah.
So, so probably half of those I want to say are actual over the road. So in reality, and then out of how many, maybe 10,000 are DACA, maybe less. So so they try to scare. I think the politicians, they just use it to their advantage. Like, yeah, we have all these people over the road, but the only thing they've done a great job of proving is that, from what I could read, from what I saw on the evidence and all that stuff, is that according to statistics, non-domiciles are safer than domiciles. But that's how bad their case was. I mean, I don't know, whatever, but for what they try to freaking prove, they did not hit on any of their points at all.
Right. So DACA, like for sure, you guys probably speak great English. Like 99% of you guys, I'm guessing, right?
Yeah, so to get DACA, you would have had to graduated from school here
Okay.
or be in like a higher education learning
And then
here. So
what
yeah,
about the non-domiciles though? Like how long did they go back? Do you know? Like
What-
'cause I don't know. Like how far did they go back? Like being here, or so? But a lot of them could be the new people who just came in though, right? That's the problem.
yeah. So that's what I think. Because I mean, I think before they didn't give you a non-domicile, even though you only had like an employment authorization card.
Right.
They didn't give you a non-domicile CDL. They gave you a regular CDL. And then I think in like 2017 they started doing the non-domiciles. Some were called limited term, some were called like temporary, based on your employment authorization. But recently they just started giving it to all the newcomers. I guess that's what probably did it, because they didn't have on the books, they didn't have as many non-domiciles. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So now that they go back and look at it, like, holy crap, like this number has grown. But in reality, it probably was big, but they had regular CDLs. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, no, it does make sense. It does make sense. Damn, dude, we need to get those guys out, bro. You guys can stay, but those guys gotta go, dude. You gotta do it. Cause I
Yeah,
wonder like how many like licenses like it actually affected, right? Cause the market started reacting already, right, a little bit, because we started kind of seeing like an uptick in trucking, and I wonder what's gonna happen now if you see. I really need to know like how many of these motherfuckers like speak English and will pass ELP and how many won't. That's what but we're never gonna know that number, are we?
yeah, I don't know, man, but I think what did it with rates starting to uptick was probably fear in the market. That's what I think. That's what probably did it. So they scared shippers and all this stuff,
Yeah,
and
but
then they
you can't cause fear and rate hikes if there's no supply to you know what I mean to make it happen. Kind of like you know what I'm saying? Because like why
yeah.
would you raise prices if the supply you know the demand for it's not there, right? Because like if they have a surplus of freight, then it would go up. But if they still have the same amount of freight, why would they pay more for the same freight? It just wouldn't make sense.
Right, but maybe I don't know, maybe they didn't want to give it to small carriers. Maybe they didn't want to give it to people who didn't speak English. So they were like, you know what, let me just post it for more. I don't know. I honestly don't know, man. But I don't see any difference. I mean, I go to shippers, I pick up, get loaded. I drove cross country. I drove uh, through Oklahoma, Texas, all that stuff. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, I guess we just gotta sit here and hope you know the economy gets better. Economy gets better. We're gonna get loads no matter what happens, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I think, man. I think it's all a political like thing that's gonna pass. These guys are just trying to freaking get reelected. They want to act like they're doing something. They could have helped out drivers. I mean, I know personally as a driver, I think the hours of service would be a lot of help if they made them flexible. As a driver, if I wake up at like 6, go to the customer at 7, I'm on duty. I'm driving there, and then I'm still on duty waiting, and I might not get loaded till 12 o'clock. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then my hours were running. I leave from there. My hit rush hour, and now it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I got to stop driving. And I probably drove 2-3 hours of real driving. So I think they should help us out with something on that.
Yeah, I mean,
And
definitely should be like
then,
a driver discretion too, dude. You know, what I mean, like if you, like my, because what I guess what is it, 2 hour, right? 2 hours. Do you get to stop the clock for 2 hours at the shipper, or you don't?
well, the on duty clock, your 14 hours still goes. So as
Oh,
soon as you click on duty, your 14 hours starts. Then out of those 14 hours, you have 11 hours of driving. But if you sat for 6 hours waiting to get loaded, you're in your sleep or maybe sleeping or whatever. You there's no reason why you should be on duty. I don't.
No, you
That
shouldn't. You
should
should be able to turn that pause that shit. Be like, hey,
exactly.
I'm chilling. I'm
Exactly.
gonna be here for a minute. You know, that way you can take. And that's why it should be like more like driver discretion too, because you should be able to pause it, and then later, if you feel good, like if you slept with the shipper, receiver, or whatever, you feel good, you should be able to drive. You know what I mean? But like just like you're saying, if you go there and you're some shitty ass fucking receiver or shipper that's holding you there forever, like there should be a pause button on that shit, dude. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
dude.
And then if it's like over 2 or 3 hours, then it shouldn't definitely count against your shit, because then you can relax, take a nap, do whatever you got to do. You know?
Yeah.
But what are you
I
gonna do,
mean,
man?
more parking and better food or whatever for drivers. Like we eat gas station food. That's what freaking kills us. Gas station food for weeks on end. That's horrible on us as well. Nobody talks about that.
Yeah, flying J pizzas every day, bro, or what?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, those gas stations, man. But dude, and then every time like I just I was on the road a little bit the last like 2 weeks. Drove with my wife to look at some cars and shit. And every time I walked into those like those little gas stations on the road, and they got that crispy, crunchy chicken, dude, and it just smells so good. I just want to eat it, but I can't. Damn, bro, and it's tempting. If she wasn't there, I probably would have ate it, dude. I would have bought it and ate it, but she wouldn't let me. So
Bro, those hot dogs.
which one?
Sometimes you got nothing to eat. Those Love's
Oh,
hot dogs. Bro.
yeah.
You're gonna have to stop. You eat one of those because you got nothing to eat, and you're gonna have to freaking stop within 40 minutes to use the freaking restroom.
So you gotta
You
have
don't know
one of
how
those
many people touched it and put it back and whatever the thing is. So you got no time. You just grab it and freaking eat it, and then you're having to run to the bathroom like 40 minutes later.
you gotta buy one of those little porta potties for your truck, dude. They actually sell those things. They're pretty cool, dude. We did a load of them not too long ago. I was like, dude, I should steal one and then fucking raffle it off on a Tic Tac Live. That would have been messed up, bro. All right, fuck it, dude. It's been an hour, bro. I'm gonna get off, go do some fucking real work, bro. Thanks for jumping on and updating us on what's going on with the DACA shit.
All right, dude. I appreciate it. Appreciate freaking giving us a voice, dude. Because I remember I jumped on and the first time I jumped on with you, bro, and like nobody even knew what the heck DACA was. So now it seems like everybody knows who the heck we are.
Yeah, good. You know, more information out there is better, and you know, most of the people are with you guys, dude. You know, but just still a little upset that you guys are fucking up this non-domiciled shit. But we'll see what happens, bro. If the market goes good, we won't find you guys. But if it goes bad, we're gonna be looking for you.
That's why I don't show my face.
All right, bro. Talk to you later,
All right,
man.
dude. Have a good night,
Everybody
man.
have a
Thanks.
good night, guys. Make some fucking monies, dude. Drive your ass out till the holidays because Christmas is coming 2 weeks off. So don't be a bunch of pussies and drive.